Hey Vikings Nation, what's up? This is Antonio, your die-hard purple and gold brother straight from Ubatuba, Brazil, but my heart beats in US Bank Stadium every single Sunday. Skol Vikings. Skol to every single one of you rocking that horn right now. Teaser impact ante. Picture this. It's April 2026, we're sitting at pick 18. The draft board lights up, and boom. A lockdown cornerback slides right into our lap, ready to shut down the NFC North for years. But which one? The mocks are exploding with three names tied to the Minnesota Vikings like glue. Terrell, Mansour Delane, and Jermid McCoy. These dudes could be our next Xavier Rhodes-level studs. Gancho. If you're tired of watching opposing receivers feast on our secondary like it's a buffet, buckle up. Today we're diving deep into these three cornerbacks who are dominating every 2026 NFL mock draft connected to the Vikings. 20 scenes of pure hype, fresh stats, breakdowns, and that raw fan energy. Let's build the suspense. Who's gonna be our guy? Hit play and let's go. The secondary crisis. Man, it's been over a decade since we drafted a Pro Bowl corner. Xavier Rhodes in 2013. Our defense crushed it under Flores in 24 and 25, but 2025's offense tanked us. We need young talent back there bad. YCB at 18. Every early 2026 mock has the Minnesota Vikings grabbing a corner at 18. The class is loaded, and these three keep popping up as perfect fits. Who's your dream pick? Drop it in the comments. Meet Terrell, Clemson Beast. 5 feet 11 inches. 180 pounds, 21 years old. Younger brother of Falcons All-Pro A.J. Terrell. Family legacy is real. Terrell's insane 2025 production. 9 passes defended, 0 INTs but 25 career breakups, 5 forced fumbles, 4.5 TFLs, 3 sacks, 83.5 PFF grade. This kid disrupts everything. Here he is in action. Look at that fluid coverage and playmaking instinct. Versatility king. Outside, slot, run support, blitz, he does it all. Doesn't shy from contact. Tweets are calling him different since 8th grade. Terrell in mocks. Recent mocks from SI Fox USA Today. Terrell to Vikings at 17 to 18 all day. Perfect complement to Byron Murphy Jr. and Isaiah Rodgers. The hype builds. If he falls to us, instant starter. But will a top team snatch him early? Suspense is killing me. Enter Mansour Delane, LSU lockdown. 6 feet 0 inches, 190 pounds, 22 years old. Transferred from Virginia Tech. Exploded at LSU. All-American honors. Here's Delane shutting down receivers. Pure dominance. Shutdown stats. 11 passes defended. 2 INTs, 90.7 PFF grade, allowed just 13 catches on 35 targets, 0 TDs. QBs hated throwing his way. Why he's CB1 for many. Sticky coverage, elite processing, fluidity at the catch point. Tweet says, most lockdown corner in CFB this year. My CB1. The big question. Scouts worry about straight line speed. Combined 40 will tell. If he runs well, he could go top 10 to 15, gone before our pick. Delane drama. Mocks have him as the first CB off the board sometimes. If he slips to 18, our secondary becomes unbreakable. Jermid McCoy, Tennessee upside monster. 6 feet 0 inches, 193 pounds, turns 21 in August. Missed all of 2025 with ACL tear, but 2024 was elite. 9 PD, 4 INTs, 87.0 PFF. Check out his 2024 highlights. Pure locked with key. Tape from 24 is outrageous. Modern NFL, ACL recoveries are strong. Clean medicals at Combine. He could be CB1 overall. Our GM loves buying low on injuries. McCoy fits perfect. If he drops, absolute steal for the Vikings. Terrell, versatile playmaker. Delane, shutdown technician. McCoy, highest upside with risk. Which fits Flores' scheme best if he stays? As of mid-January 2026, Terrell most common to us, Delane might go earlier. McCoy a value pick if medical's clear. Draft season is on. With our defense elite, adding one of these turns us into contenders. Playoffs in 2026? Realistic with this move? J.J. McCarthy showed flashes late in 25 but injuries and inconsistency hurt. KOC wants competition in the room. Support the kid. He works hard. Meet the 3 cornerbacks you'll see as frequent Vikings mock draft picks. Terrell, Mansour Delane, and Jermud McCoy could all be logical fits for Minnesota with the 18th overall pick in April. Terrell, Mansour Delane, and Jermud McCoy will be names connected to the Vikings in lots of mock drafts over the next 3 months. If you click on a 2026 NFL mock draft and scroll to see the Vikings' projected pick at number 18 overall, there's a solid chance it'll be a cornerback. All 3 are talented prospects who could make a lot of sense for a Vikings team that hasn't drafted a Pro Bowl corner since Xavier Rhodes in 2013. Let's meet them. Terrell is a fluid athlete who is consistently around the ball, making plays. He only had 3 interceptions in his 3 seasons at Clemson, but he broke up 25 total passes. Terrell also had 4 sacks, 9 total tackles for loss, and a whopping 8 forced fumbles over just the last 2 seasons. This kid Terrell is different. I've seen him grow from a little 8th grader into a grown man. Delane spent his first 3 seasons at Virginia Tech, where he turned some heads with 4 interceptions as a junior. Delane went to another level in his 4th year, recording 11 pass breakups and earning All-American honors. And he's now in line to potentially be the top cornerback off the board in this year's draft, perhaps going before the Vikings have a chance to take him at 18 per PFF. He allowed just 13 catches and no touchdowns on 35 targets in his coverage. He's a sticky corner with playmaking skills, but scouts apparently have some questions about his straight-line speed, so it'll be interesting to see what he runs in the 40, or if he runs at all. At the Combine. McCoy is a trickier evaluation than the other 2 because he didn't play a snap in 2025 due to an ACL injury last January. After starting his career at Oregon State, McCoy was a breakout star for Tennessee as a 19-year-old sophomore. He was outstanding in coverage and snagged 4 picks for the volumes. His medicals will be important, but in the modern era, we've seen all kinds of players come back from torn ACLs and thrive. Kevin O'Connell talks J.J. McCarthy, goals for Vikings 2026 QB room. O'Connell wants a deep, talented quarterback room next season. Barring something shocking, McCarthy will be a big part of that. After throwing a touchdown pass in the first quarter at Ford Field. After a poor debut campaign from J.J. McCarthy that was defined by injuries and turnovers, the franchise has some major decisions to make at the most important position in the sport. McCarthy, who turns 23 next week, is still a big part of Minnesota's plans until proven otherwise. At the very least, expect some form of veteran competition to be brought in for the Vikings' young quarterback. In the quarterback room, it's about having the deepest talented room you possibly can, each and every year, O'Connell said. Last offseason, the Vikings let Sam Darnold walk in free agency and then were unable to retain Daniel Jones, which GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah admitted on Tuesday they could have handled better. They also declined to pursue Aaron Rodgers and essentially handed the job to McCarthy, who was coming off of missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury. Both Sam Howell and later Carson Wentz were viewed as true backups. Unless the Vikings go out and make a massive move to acquire a proven upgrade at quarterback, they'll likely enter training camp with a legitimate competition on their hands at that spot. I think there has to be competition, O'Connell said.